Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how I book 3 meetings on average per day for my agency using cold outbound called SMS. So let's get into it. So the software we're going to use is called Go High Level, and I'm going to show you a small automation that I use. It does not have any follow-ups or stuff like that. I use some other automations as well, but this is kind of basic, and I'm showing you to give you guys an idea about how cold SMS work. And you can also go ahead and copy my scripts because these do work and they have worked well for me. So let's get into it. On average, I'm doing around 500 SMS per sub account. So this is one of my sub account, and sending around 500 per day gets me around 3 meetings on average. It could be 7, it could be 10, it could even be 20, depending on your lead quality and the SMS you're using. So you can average around 3 meetings per day as I'm doing, and I have also booked multiple meetings via chat when I did all myself, but now I have some setters who do all the work for me. But I've also closed some clients through chat. I mean, I used to send them cold SMS, and then I went back and forth on the SMS, and I booked them on a meeting and closed the deal. I mean, when I did that, I could judge the lead quality. I can ask them questions on the chat and qualify them, but phone call is always better because when two humans talk, there's a better connection. So let's get into the automation, and then we can discuss about that stuff. So as you can see, there is a trigger. I mean, when I add them to the automation, this is the automation one, or I add the tag god mode SMS activation. You can name it anything you want. And then I have a drip mode. Drip mode identifies the volume sent per minute or hour or day. So you need it because you don't need your account to be flagged. So in beginning, I recommend you send around 300 SMS per day with the opt-out option, and then you can remove that. After a week or 2 weeks of doing the SMS, you could remove that as I did with this account. So currently I'm using 5 drip mode in a minute. So in 50 minutes, in 10 minutes I send 50 SMS, and in 50 minutes I can send around, I guess, 250 SMS, and in 100 minutes would be 1 hour and 40 minutes, and I'm done with all the 500 SMS per sub account. And then I usually do it between 11 to 6 p.m. Note it down, because 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. is the best time you can reach out to US business owners or Canadian business owners, as I do. So you can customize to any drip mode you want, because keep in mind you gotta manage the volume. I mean, if you do around 30 SMS per minute, make sure that your setter can handle the calls and the SMS coming in. So it depends on you, but in the beginning, keep it low. I mean, you can keep 1 minute, 1 SMS per 1 minute, just to make sure your account does not get flagged. And when you're done with the SMS for a week or two, then you can scale gradually, because that's how systems work. You gotta build trust with Go High Level that you're a real person. You're not spamming people with SMS, because many people block out your number and stuff like that. So this is the SMS that has worked really good for me, this one. So hey, it's Olivia. I know this is a bit left field, but I was curious if you had room for some more jobs this month. I've got 2 people here who might need a code from you this week, worth a quick call, and then they say yes, sure, I do have room, or I'm booked, or how did you get my number? Same as cold calling, people ask you that, how did you got my number? I usually say them that there's something called Google. I'm not sure if you know about that. I got your number from there. It's obvious, everybody knows about Google. So this was the SMS. I mean, I'll be honest, I used SMS for 3 weeks, I guess, not long. I was using some other scripts as well. They also work great, but I switched to it because I'm testing it for a month. Then I'm gonna compare the numbers, and then I will decide the one I'm gonna scale and do next month. So because next month I'm gonna increase the volume from 500 per sub account to 1000, and I would be doing around 3 to 5000 SMS per day. This has worked best for me. You can go ahead and copy this SMS if you want, because it can work for you as well. It's a proven script. When somebody replies about the SMS, what you're going to say to them, so you can just say, for example, somebody picked up the call, and you can say to them, hey, Olivia was my setter, and she pitched you, hey, Olivia was my setter. She told you about some jobs. Does that ring bell? And when they say yes, you can continue the conversation that we're not like ANG or Thumbtack or stuff like that. We are a different private company that can help you get appointment, jobs, or leads depending on your offer. I usually do appointments, and I say them there's no risk because they pay me as an appointment comes through and it shows up, but I do have a setup fee. So don't tell the setup cost or anything like that at any cost on your call. Just tell all the prices of the sales call, because if you tell them the price, I mean, if you say $1,500 setup fee, and they're gonna block you because they don't know the value you're gonna provide them for 1,500. For example, if the girl is a remodeler and her average job is $20,000, and even if they spend $1,500 on a setup fee and then $150 to $200 on an appointment, that could be potentially a 20 to 30 grand job. So that's totally worth it. But if you say them the prices of the call, they simply think that this is another lead gen company and they would think that you're a scam, but that's the case. So this is the SMS I'm sending right now and it's doing well for me. You guys can go ahead and copy it, but I usually recommend that you can take this SMS from here and go to ChatGPT and ask him to give you a better version for your niche and for your offer. So let's go to ChatGPT. Give me 5 scripts to use for SMS outreach. You can say bulk or you can say SMS blast. Use the following script as an example. Keep the bait and switch format, because it's a bait and switch format. We're saying that we have 2 people, but in reality we have 0 people on our list, because we say that to get their attention. So it's called bait and switch. You bait and then you switch. And now let's see what ChatGPT gives us. Here are 5 converting SMS scripts in the same style. Hey, it's Olivia. Bit random, but quick question. Are you taking on new jobs this month? I've got 2 people asking for codes in your area. Worth a quick call. Then a more casual one. Curiosity driven, silent urgency, ultra short. If you want, I can also give you a version for your specific niche. So as you can see, ChatGPT said itself that flooring, roofing, contracting. ChatGPT said it because these are all my niches that I work in. I work with contractors, so all these come under that. So yeah, you can say that. So you can say that I work with remodelers. Give me the best script with highest reply rate and booking rate. Now let's see what ChatGPT has for us. Hey, it's Olivia. Bit random, but quick question. Are you taking on any remodel projects this month or are you booked out? I've got 2 homeowners nearby looking for quotes this week. I mean, why this converts remodel projects niche specific, booked out, pattern interrupt. So homeowners nearby, real demand, now spam. Worth a quick call, low pressure CTA. And that's why I said that make your setters, or if you're doing it yourself, so call them, because on the call you can just clear out all the misconceptions. And best windows 8:30 to 10 and then 4:30 to 6. This ain't the right windows. I mean, ChatGPT is not right all the times. I mean, some of my clients and people I talk to, they say that ChatGPT said this. So I want to clear that ChatGPT is not always right, and I've experienced it because ChatGPT does make mistakes. So go with 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's the proven time, and rotation use 2 versions max. This one and a shorter backup to avoid carrier filtering. So ChatGPT is right. So yeah, and volume reality check: 1,000 texts, 20 to 40 replies, 8 to 15 real conversations, 3 to 7 booked calls if your list is clean. I mean, you won't get 20 to 40 replies. I mean, you can expect around 200-300 replies because it's a bait and switch. Keep in mind, you can make this SMS shorter because the more words you add, the more the cost for sending an SMS. So keep that in mind. And this was the exact automation I used. I've also built other automations in which I have, waiting time. Wait for an hour or 20 minutes, 30 minutes and send them another text message. Then after 24 hours, that's called follow up. I'm sure you guys know that. So I also do that, but in this automation, I don't use any because my setter calls them and the reply rate is great. So I don't need to worry about that, but you should follow up as well as I do in my other automation. So if you're an agency owner, you want to do cold SMS, or you're doing it, or any other thing in agency that's bothering you, you can book a free agency audit call. On the call, I'm going to try my best to give you as much value as possible. So in the description, there's a link to my calendar. You can book a call, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.